If your income feels inconsistent, like one month it's great and then the next month you're wondering where your sales are coming from, that's not just a part of freelancing. That's a signal that your business hasn't stabilized yet. Hi, I'm Andrew Hewitt, founder and CEO of Yohdev. And after going from being a freelance web developer all the way to a CEO of a dev shop that has a leadership team executing for me, I can pull insights to help you uncover how to break the feast and famine cycle that most freelancers will suffer from. As I just mentioned, most freelancers go through this all the time. You start working, you start getting clients, things start to pick up, you're in a very nice feast cycle. When you come out of that feast, all of a sudden now you're scrambling for where's your next project coming from? Who do I need to connect with? Who is gonna bring me some more work? When you're constantly in that feast and famine life cycle, you can't think strategically. You only think tactically and essentially, how am I gonna survive? How am I gonna eat? How am I gonna pay my bills? The big thing with feast and famine is not allowing yourself to be in a reactive state of mind. When I was freelancing, I was constantly in that reactive state of mind. Wow, this project is great, but what happens at the end of it? Like I don't know, like what's gonna happen? The reason that your income is unpredictable is because your systems are not consistent. You don't have a consistent way to onboard clients, bill them, and collect payment. You don't have a consistent way that you run projects and follow a solid boilerplate that predicts how that project's gonna do and can kind of set you up for success without you having to react to things mid-project. You don't have a system that constantly produces qualified leads that you need to meet with and then sell your services to. And you don't have a system for strategic thinking and growth planning to forecast where you actually want to go with your business. All of these components will slowly start to break you down, burn you out, and get you to a point where your income is a scary conversation. You might even start to think, should I go back and get a full-time job? I thought about it. To be honest, I actually did it at one point in my business. My wife and I were expecting our first baby, and it was just crazy. The feast and famine was all over the place. I chose to get a full-time job at that time, and I hired for my business, and I just let the business run at break even while I had a full-time job for benefits, etc. Well, come to find out, that was actually more of a burden on me than just figuring it out and growing the business while my wife and I were expecting, because that company ended up laying me off. It got really scary really quick. I got really comfortable with the full-time job and the business running at the same time. And when I was getting ready to hop back into the business, everything was neglected. All the systems I was just talking about was neglected, and I had no other option. I had to dive into the business. And it was a very, very broken business, and I had to hire business coaches and mentors to help me really kind of get out of that rut that I was in when I got laid off from the full-time job that I thought was gonna be secure. If I were to give you the biggest piece of advice, if you have traction, you have revenue, you have a skill that you enjoy producing, your clients love working with you, you get rave reviews, keep going at it, keep refining it, keep getting better, keep getting more efficient. Because at the end of the day, you owning your own destiny and not leaving it up to a big corporation to decide if you get cut or you stay will be the biggest peace of mind that you will ever have once your business stabilizes and you have predictability and you know exactly where you're going with your business. At some point, you have to stop and ask yourself, how do I get these projects? Why does my income reset every month? I created a video a while back about how to start freelance web dev. In that video, I go over things like optimizing your socials, hitting your local community, building that sales and marketing pipeline, and how to get through the feast and famine life cycles at more of a high level overview. you should go check that video out because I think you'll get some good insights. But if you yourself are suffering from these symptoms of having success in your freelance business, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm creating a community here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina called Dev Connect, where freelancers, agency owners, marketers all come together and collaborate and work, share work, partner, etc. And on the online space, I want to do the exact same thing. So please connect with me, tell me your story, share your portfolio. I'd be happy to give you tips and some insights on your LinkedIn profile, your portfolio. Just send it over to me. Very happy to do that type of stuff.